How amazing is that? This will unlock all kinds of ways that you can take your creativity further and faster. And we are so excited for this partnership. Bard continues to rapidly improve and learn new abilities. And we want to let people around the world try it out and share their feedback. So today, we are removing the waitlist and opening up Bard to over 180 countries and territories. With more coming soon. And in addition to becoming available in more places, Bard is also becoming available in more languages. Beyond English, starting today, you'll be able to talk to Bard in Japanese and Korean. Adding languages responsibly involves deep work to get things like quality and local nuances right. And we're pleased to share that we're on track to support 40 languages soon. It's amazing to see the rate of progress so far. More advanced models, so many new capabilities, and the ability for even more people to collaborate with Bard. And when we're ready to move Bard to our Gemini model, I'm really excited about more advancements to come. So that's where we're going with Bard, connecting tools from Google and amazing services across the web to help you do and create anything you can imagine through a fluid collaboration with our most capable large language models. There's so much to share in the days ahead. And now, to hear more about how large language models are enabling next generation productivity features right in Workspace, I'll hand it over to Aparna.
From the very beginning, Workspace was built to allow you to collaborate in real time with other people. Now, you can collaborate in real time with AI. AI can act as a coach, a thought partner, a source of inspiration, as well as a productivity booster across all of the apps of Workspace. Our first steps with AI as a collaborator were via the Help Me Write feature in Gmail and Docs, which launched to trusted testers in March. We've been truly blown away by the clever and creative ways these features are being used, from writing essays, sales pitches, project plans, client outreach, and so much more. Since then, we've been busy expanding these helpful features across more surfaces. Let me show you a few examples. One of our most popular use cases is the trusty job description. Every business, big or small, needs to hire people. A good job description can make all the difference. Here's how Docs has been helping. Say you run a fashion boutique and need to hire a textile designer. To get started, you enter just a few words as a prompt. Senior level job description for textile designer. Docs will take that prompt, send it to our PaLM2-based model, and let's see what I got back. Not bad. With just 7 words, the model came back with a good starting point, written out really nicely for me. Now you can take that and customize it for the kind of experience, education, and skill set that this role needs, saving you a ton of time and effort. Next. Let me show you how you can get more organized with Sheets. Imagine you run a dog walking business and need to keep track of things like your clients, logistics about the dogs, like what time they need to be walked, for how long, etc. Sheets can help you get organized. In a new sheet, simply type something like client and pet roster for a dog walking business with rates and hit create. Sheet sends this input to a fine-tuned model that we've been training with all sorts of Sheet-specific use cases. Look at that. The model The model figured out what you might need. The generated table has things like the dog's name, client info, notes, etc. This is a good start for you to tinker with. Sheets made it easy for you to get started, so you can go back to doing what you love. Speaking of getting back to things you love, let's talk about Google Slides. People use slides for storytelling all the time, whether at work or in their personal lives. For example, you get your extended family to collect anecdotes, haikus, jokes for your parents' 50th wedding anniversary in a slide deck. Everyone does their bit, but maybe this deck could have more pizzazz. Let's pick one of the slides and use the poem on there as a prompt for image generation. Mom loves her pizza, cheesy and true, while dad's favorite treat is a warm pot of fondue. Let's hit create and see what it comes up with. Behind the scenes, that quote is sent as an input to our text-to-image models, and we know it's unlikely that the user will be happy with just one option. So we generate about 6 to 8 images so that you have the ability to choose and refine. Whoa, I have some oddly delicious-looking fondue pizza images. Now, this style's a little too cartoony for me, so I'm going to ask it to try again. Let's change the style to photography and give it a whirl. Just as weird, but it works for me. You can have endless fun with this, with no limits on cheesiness or creativity. Starting next month, trusted testers will be able to try this and 6 more generative AI features across Workspace. And later this year, all of this will be generally available to business and consumer Workspace users via a new service called Duet AI for Workspace. Stepping back a bit, I showed you a few powerful examples of how Workspace can help you get more done with just a few words as prompts. Prompts are a powerful way of collaborating with AI. The right prompt can unlock far more from these models. However, it can be daunting for many of us to even know where to start. Well, what if we could solve that for you? What if AI could proactively offer you prompts? Even better, what if these prompts were actually contextual and changed based on what you're working on? I am super excited to show you a preview of just that. This is how we see the future of collaboration with AI coming to life. Let's switch to a live demo so I can show you what I mean. Tony's here to help me with that. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Aparna.
So, my niece Mira and I are working on a spooky story together for summer camp. We've already written a few paragraphs, but now we're stuck. Let's get some help. As you can see, we've launched a side panel, something the team fondly calls Sidekick. Sidekick instantly reads and processes the document and offers some really neat suggestions, along with an open prompt dialogue. If we look closely, we can see some of the suggestions, like what happened to the golden seashell? What are common mystery plot twists? Let's try the seashell option and see what it comes back with. Now, what's happening behind the scenes is that we've provided the entire document as context to the model, along with the suggested prompt, and let's see what we got back. The golden seashell was eaten by a giant squid that lives in the cove. This is a good start. Let's insert these as notes so that we can continue our little project. Now, one of the interesting observations we have is that it's actually easier to react to something, or perhaps use that to say, I want to go in a different direction. And this is exactly what AI can help with. I see a new suggestion on there for generating images. Let's see what this does. The story has a village, a golden seashell, and other details. And instead of having to type all of that out, the model picks up these details from the document and generates images. These are some cool pictures, and I bet my niece will love these. Let's insert them into the doc for fun. Thank you, Tony. I'm going to walk you through some more examples, and this will help you see why this powerful new contextual collaboration is such a remarkable boost to productivity and creativity. Say you're writing to your neighbors about an upcoming potluck. Now, as you can see, Sidekick has summarized what this conversation is about. Last year, everyone brought hummus. Who doesn't love hummus? But this year, you want a little more variety. Let's see what people signed up to bring. Now, somewhere in this thread is a Google Sheet where you've collected that information. You can get some help by typing, write a note about the main dishes people are bringing, and let's see what we get back. Go. Awesome. It found the right sheet and cited the source in the Found In section, giving you confidence that this is not made up. Looks good. You can insert it directly into your email. Let's end with an example of how this can help you at work. Say you're about to give an important presentation, and you've been so focused on the content that you forgot to prepare speaker notes. The presentation is in an hour. Uh-oh. No need to panic. Look at what one of the suggestions is. Create speaker notes for each slide. Let's see what happens. What happened behind the scenes here is that the presentation and other relevant context was sent to the model to help create these notes. And once you've reviewed them, you can hit insert and edit the notes to convey what you intended. So you can now deliver the presentation without worrying about the notes. As you can see, we've been having a ton of fun playing with this. We can see the true potential of AI as a collaborator, and we'll be bringing this experience to Duet AI for Workspace. With that, I'll hand it back to Sundar.
Thanks, Aparna. It's exciting to see all the innovation coming to Google Workspace. As AI continues to improve rapidly, we are focused on giving helpful features to our users. And starting today, we are giving you a new way to preview some of the experiences across Workspace and other products. It's called Labs. I say new, but Google has a long history of bringing Labs, and we've made it available throughout our history as well. You can check it out at google.com/labs. Next up, we're going to talk about search. Search has been our founding product from our earliest days, and we've always approached it placing user trust above everything else. To give you a sense of how we are bringing generative AI in search, I'm going to invite Kathy onto the stage. Kathy?
Thanks, Sundar. I've been working in search for many years, and what inspires me so much is how it continues to be an unsolved problem. And that's why I'm just so excited by the potential of bringing generative AI into search. Let's give it a whirl. So let's start with a search for what's better for a family with kids under 3 and a dog, Bryce Canyon or Arches. Now, although this is the question that you have, you probably wouldn't ask it in this way today. You'd break it down into smaller ones, sift through the information, and then piece things together yourself. Now, search does the heavy lifting for you. What you see here looks pretty different, so let me first give you a quick tour. you'll notice a new integrated search results page, so you can get even more out of a single search. There's an AI-powered snapshot that quickly gives you the lay of the land on a topic. And so here you can see that while both parks are kid-friendly, only Bryce Canyon has more options for your furry friend. Then, if you want to dig deeper, there are links included in the snapshot. You can also click to expand your view, and you'll see how the information is corroborated. So you can check out more details and really explore the richness of the topic. This new experience builds on Google's ranking and safety systems that we've been fine-tuning for decades. And search will continue to be your jumping-off point to what makes the web so special. Its diverse range of content, from publishers to creators, businesses, and even people like you and me. So you can check out recommendations from experts like the National Park Service and learn from authentic, first-hand experiences like the Mom Trotter blog. Because even in a world where AI can provide insights, we know that people will always value the input of other people, and a thriving web is essential to that. These new generative AI capabilities will make search smarter and searching simpler. And as you've seen, this is really especially helpful when you need to make sense of something complex with multiple angles to explore. You know, those times when even your question has questions. So, for example, let's say you're searching for a good bike for a 5-mile commute with hills. This can be a big purchase, so you want to do your research. In the AI-powered snapshot, you'll see important considerations like motor and battery for taking on those hills, and suspension for a comfortable ride. Right below that, you'll see products that fit the bill, each with images, reviews, helpful descriptions, and current pricing. This is built on Google's shopping graph, the world's most comprehensive data set of constantly changing products, sellers, brands, reviews, and inventory out there, with over 35 billion listings. In fact, there are 1.8 billion live updates to our shopping graph every hour. So you can shop with confidence in this new experience, knowing that you'll get fresh, relevant results. And for commercial queries like this, we also know that ads can be especially helpful to connect people with useful information and help businesses get discovered online. They're here, clearly labeled, and we're exploring different ways to integrate them as we roll out new experiences in search. And now that you've done some research, you might want to explore more. So right under the snapshot, you'll see the option to ask a follow-up question or select a suggested next step. Tapping any of these options will bring you into our brand new conversational mode. In this case, maybe you want to ask a follow-up about e-bikes. So you look for one in your favorite color, red. And without having to go back to square one, Google Search understands your full intent and that you're looking specifically for e-bikes in red that would be good for a 5-mile commute with hills. And even when you're in this conversational mode, it's an integrated experience. So you can simply scroll to see other search results. Now, maybe this e-bike seems to be a good fit for your commute. With just a click, you're able to see a variety of retailers that have it in stock and some that offer free delivery or returns. You'll also see current prices, including deals, and can seamlessly go to a merchant's site, check out, and turn your attention to what really matters, getting ready to ride. These new generative AI capabilities also unlock a whole new category of experiences on search. It could help you create a clever name for your cycling club, craft the perfect social post to show off your new wheels, or even test your knowledge on bicycle hand signals. These are things you may never have thought to ask search for before. Shopping is just one example of where this can be helpful. Let's walk through another one in a live demo. What do you say? Yeah. So, special shout out to my 3-year-old daughter who is obsessed with whales. I wanted to teach her about whale song. So let me go to the Google app and ask, why do whales like to sing? And so here I see a snapshot that organizes the web results and gets me to key things I want to know, so I can understand quickly that, oh, they sing for a lot of different reasons, like to communicate with other whales, but also to find food. And I can click see more to expand here as well. Now, if I was actually with my daughter and not on stage in front of thousands of people, I'd be checking out some of these web results right now. They look pretty good. Now, I'm thinking she'd get a kick out of seeing one up close. So let me ask, can I see whales in California? And so the LLMs right now are working behind the scenes to generate my snapshot, distilling insights and perspectives from across the web. It looks like in Northern California, I can see humpbacks around this time of year. That's cool. I'll have to plan to take her on a trip soon. And again, I can see some really great results from across the web. And if I want to refer to the results of my previous question, I can just scroll right up. Now, she's got a birthday coming up, so I can follow up with plush ones for kids under $40. Again, the LLMs are organizing this information for me, and this process will get faster over time. These seem like some great options. I think she'll really like the second one. She's into orcas as well. Phew, live demos are always a little nerve-wracking. I'm really glad that one went whale. What you've seen today is just a first look at how we're experimenting with generative AI in search. And we're excited to keep improving with your feedback through our Search Labs program. This new search generative experience, also known as SGE, will be available in labs along with some other experiments. And they'll be rolling out in the coming weeks. If you're in the US, you can join the waitlist today by tapping the labs icon in the latest version of the Google app or Chrome desktop. This new experience really reflects the beginning of a new chapter. And you can think of this evolution as search supercharged. Search has been at the core of our timeless mission for 25 years. And as we build for the future, we're so excited for you to turn to Google for things you never dreamed it could. Here's an early look at what's to come for AI in search.
I'ma make them talk like, whoa, move fast, move slow, catch me on a roll, come say hello, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yes, yes, yes.
You got this. Let's go.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? And the answer is
Yes.
no.
Yes.
No.
Make 'em talk like whoa, 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 whoa. I'ma make 'em talk like. I'ma make 'em talk like whoa.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? I think it's more like a taco because the bread goes around it. Comes from the expert viewpoint of a vegetarian. Thanks, Kathy. So exciting to see how we are evolving search and look forward to building it with you all. So far today, we have shared how AI can help unlock creativity, productivity, and knowledge. As you can see, AI is not only a powerful enabler, it's also a big platform shift. Every business and organization is thinking about how to drive transformation. That's why we are focused on making it easy and scalable for others to innovate with AI. That means providing the most advanced computing infrastructure, including state-of-the-art TPUs and GPUs, and expanding access to Google's latest foundation models that have been rigorously tested in our own products. We are also working to provide world-class tooling so customers can train, fine-tune, and run their own models with enterprise-grade safety, security, and privacy. To tell you more about how we are doing this with Google Cloud, please welcome Thomas.
All of the investments you've heard about today are also coming to businesses. So whether you're an individual developer or a full-scale enterprise, Google is using the power of AI to transform the way you work. There are already thousands of companies using our generative AI platform to create amazing content, to synthesize